everyone, how's it going? And welcome to today's Wild Rift video. This champion probably got the most insane buff that I think I've seen for a very long time. Now, support Lux was already kind of in the meta. It was kind of one of them niche picks that you play because of how strong the second ability is on the shield, because it has both the outgoing and also the incoming shield that gives you a lot of bonus shield. You also have the Protect Enchant on top of that. But this buff that they have given to the barrier now, to the second ability of Lux, is absolutely insane. You're going to see the buff on screen now. This is the most recent patch 4.1c. As you can see, the second ability, the cooldown has gone from 13 12 11 10 to 11 10 9 8. It's a 2-second cooldown buff at every single rank. Now, what you normally do with support Lux is you always max this ability first. That means by the time you get level 5, level 6, you're going to have this ability fully maxed out, and it's going to have an 8-second cooldown. Now, the cool thing with Lux's second ability, is that it lasts at least 2 to 3 seconds. But with all the ability haste that we go with this build, with the likes of Luna's Echo, Staff of Flowing Water, Hunter Genius as well, I got into a situation in this gameplay that you're going to see later on. I used my Lux second ability, and by the time the shield duration finished, I can use the ability again, and you can keep spamming this ability over and over and over again. And it's basically a refresh shield that gives you so much extra shielding, because we got Staff of Flowing Water, we got Harmonic Echo as well, which is going to give us a little bit of extra healing. And I honestly feel like Lux support is going to be insanely strong in this patch. I'm kind of worried because this champion still does a lot of damage at the same time, but with this buff, I think she's going to be insanely strong. Right, let's take a look at the build with Lux support. Now, it'll be interesting to know that I do have Relic Shield. I do think Relic Shield is still the best option for Lux. This means that you don't need to spam your abilities as much during laning phase. If you do go Spectral Sickle, it means you kind of have to spam your abilities during laning phase, try and get your stacks on your support item to try and get some more extra gold. But Relic Shield, a lot more safer option, gives you the maximum health, a lot easier to stack up as well. And it also helps you get lane priority because you're able to last hit the cannon minion when it is so healthy. Lane priority means you can roam around the map, you can look to try and help your jungler, you can look to try and get vision control. There's so much benefits with this Relic Shield, which makes it so much better in my opinion than Spectral Sickle as the first support item. But you can go for Spectral Sickle if you do want an extra bit of damage. Again, this support Lux build is not to do with extra damage, it's to do with getting enough AP and enough ability haste to use our second ability as much as possible. And speaking of the second ability, that is why we rush, and we basically rush. We don't build any other items, we just rush Protect Enchant. We rush the Ionian Boots, we rush the Protect Enchant, and we go for this as our first kind of item in a way. The reason being is that the protection passive, so you activate it and it lasts for a few seconds. The power of the next heal or shield ability you use is increased by 25 to 150% based on the cooldown of this ability. The shorter the cooldown, the longer the amplification of this ability. So now that Lux's second ability has a lower cooldown, and it's going to be getting a very low cooldown because of all the ability haste that we'll be building, that means that this protection passive that we get, or the protection active that we get from our boots upgrade, is going to be giving our Lux shield an insane amount of power. And it's so strong. Like, it was already strong before in the previous patch, but now that they've buffed the Lux shield and the cooldown is now on a 2-second less cooldown, we could just keep using this ability over and over and over again, and it's going to give our whole team a huge massive shield. Again, like I mentioned, you're going to see the benefits of this shield in a little bit with the gameplay. As yeah, most of the time you go for the Protect Enchant, you just use that straight away whenever a champion looks to be low on health, or whenever a champion you feel like is going to go in for a fight. Use Protect Enchant, use the shield, it's insanely strong. Then for our item wise, we're going to go for Luna's Echo. I think Luna's Echo is still going to be a great item, still gives you a lot of extra bit of damage as well, because Lux can still deal a lot of damage, especially with her ultimate, and especially if you root any champions. Disordic Echo passive means that you can help push during the laning phase phase as well, or just push to get any priority in any lane. And also again gives us a little bit of extra damage if we do hit any of our abilities on enemy champions. Max mana, which in this build is going to be actually very important because the cooldown of the second ability has been lowered. We can spam this ability over and over again, and the only kind of downside in a way is that we're going to be running out of mana very, very quickly. But with Luna's Echo, we're going to get max mana, and also, as I mentioned, the important part, which is ability haste. But again, we're going to get max mana from Starflow Flowing Water. We're also going to get max mana from Harmonic Echo as well. So in terms of max mana, I think we will be totally fine. But Starflow Flowing Water, again, another item, a lot of ability power, maximum health, maximum mana, and also ability haste. I think most of the time this is the strongest support item in the game right now. Maybe Ardent Center is a little bit stronger on supports that can easily heal and shield. Obviously sometimes your Lux shield can miss, and I don't think Ardent Sensor is a good item really for Lux, because she still wants ability power and she still wants that extra bit of damage. Obviously ability power is still going to increase the amount of shielding that she gets from her second ability, but again, all the stats that Luna's Echo gives, AP, maximum mana, ability haste, the rapid passive, which means healing or shielding an ally champion, grants you both more ability haste and also extra ability power for 6 seconds. That means when we use the second ability, we're going to gain extra ability haste, which is going to reduce our cooldown of our second ability. It's just absolutely insane. This item works hand in hand and works great with Lux. Another item that works great with Lux is Harmonic Echo. This used to be the first item rush for Lux Support when it was strong, about a year ago now, really. But again, it is still very, very strong. Again, all the stats you need: ability power, maximum mana, ability haste. The cool thing is the Harmonic Echo passive moving and casting abilities builds up harmony, and at 100 harmony, your next healing or shielding ability on an allied champion restores health, which scales with ability power to your target and up to 3 nearby allied champions. Now, most of the time with your Lux and your second ability, you don't really want to spam it as much as what I'm saying. Sometimes you want to wait until your team are all grouped together. That means you can use your shield on multiple allied champions. And with the Harmonic Echo passive, if anyone is low on health, that means they're going to be healed up by a little bit as well, which will help you a lot with team fights and help you a lot scale into later stages of the game and help your team survive. But then as your final item, you can go for an item like Death Cap. As I mentioned, I don't think you need any other support items at this stage. You got Starflow Flowing Water, you got Harmonic Echo. I don't think you need Ardent Sensor at all. Imperial Mandate can work because you're landing like your third ability and also your first ability. That can also be a pretty good item that you can maybe go for last item. But I think with Death Cap, you just get way too much value from Death Cap. A lot of ability power and overall increase your ability power by 40%. Overall, it's just absolutely great. The runes Airy, this will give you more damage on your abilities, but also give you more shielding at the same time. So depending on whether you shield or whether you use the damage, whether you use your poke damage with your abilities, this will benefit Lux a lot. Again, depends on what you do. You deal extra damage, you get extra shielding. So it just works hand in hand with Lux, depending on what you actually use. Weakness is probably the only best option really for Lux. You can go for something like Gathering Storm if you want a bit more late game scaling. I think weakness is probably the best option. Again, you don't really want to go Scorch because you're not really going to be spamming abilities a lot during the laning phase. You're mostly just going to be using your shield and trying to just proc your relic shield and try and get as much gold as possible. If you do want to play aggressive and if you do want to spam your abilities a lot during the laning phase, then go for Scorch. Scorch is still pretty good and I still think it's pretty decent. But weakness, impairing the movement of our champions, whether we land on route most of the time. If we land on route or land on our slow with our third ability, it can give us that little bit of extra damage to us and also our team. Bow Plating is still really good. If we get engaged on or anything, we're going to be taking less damage. It's absolutely great. And then we have Hunter Genius giving us ability haste, and also every time we get a unique takedown, we also get more ability haste. Now, if you do feel like you run out of mana quite a lot with Lux, you can go for Mana Flow Band, which is going to give us that extra mana every single time we land an empowered attack or we land an ability. Which means most of the time with the Mana Flow Band, you are going to be poking during a laning phase. So I wouldn't mind if you go for like Mana Flow Band with Scorch, and then maybe you go for Sickle because you want to play aggressive to try and stack up Mana Flow Band and also stack up your support item. But again, I think it's kind of risky in my opinion. Not really any other good runes to go here for the inspiration tree. So most of the time you can just go for Hunter Genius, or you can go for something like Pathfinder if you feel like you're low on mana. And if you do have a lot of HP, then Pathfinder could also be decent. helps you with movement speed as well, but I think Hunter Genius is your best option. And then for the summer spells, we have Flash and Heal, because obviously we're a support, and Heal gives us more healing towards our allied champions. So yeah, like I said, this gameplay is going to blow your mind. This build, this champion with this buff is absolutely insane. I do feel like she's a really strong support at the moment in this current meta. So hopefully you all enjoy this. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all in the next wider video. Peace. Like, it's actually insane how insanely busted the Lux shield is now. Like, what is it now? Like, goes down to 8 seconds, isn't it? Yeah, like, look, at the moment it's 7.8 seconds. That's gonna go to like 7 or 6 seconds. Like, it's insane. Every 6 seconds I can just keep using my double shield. Like, hello? I'm actually going to start with shield as well, so we can get a bit of trading in laner phase. Ow. Okay, I did not think to check that bush because I'm stupid.
Been here before. Finish the fight. Take courage in the light.
Pretty good trades. So every time Alistar goes in, I'm just going to shield. This is 1 HP.
Keep believing this.
Really unfortunate. They are so low under tower.
We can do this.
They are so low under tower. I think it's a bad idea. Yeah. It's just back. I have Protect Enchant already. Pretty nice. Pretty early Protect Enchant. Pretty good. Do you want to be a B? Yeah, I want to be a B. I want to be a B. Today we can be toxic? No. We're not toxic. We are not toxic.
We're in this together. Stay positive. A beacon in battle.
Oh wait, we have an AFK.
Everywhere I go, the light follows. I'll protect you. The world has seen enough darkness. The light of Demacia! If you can smile, you can be the light.
What is this guy's fucking movement? Bro, are you fucking kidding me right now? Ah, that's so unlucky. I didn't think the rhythm was there.
We can do this. If you hate magic, you're already blind. Into battle with hearts aglow.
Okay, nice. The shielding. Okay. Hog, the shielding. I have infinite relic stacks as well. Nice. Not bad.
Everywhere I go, the light follows.
How is my shield on a 4-second cooldown? Like, what the? Like, what? Wait. How long does my shield duration last? My shield is basically on a 1-second cooldown. No joke. My shield lasts until it's 1 second left. Like, this shit is broken. I wanted to do that just to clear the wave. Tristana, jump away. Jump away, jump away, jump away, jump away, jump away, jump away. Okay, nice. There is no way this is balanced, by the way. I don't know why Yasuo comes mid for. Like, why does Yasuo come... Like, why does Yasuo come mid when he knows that me and Tristana are both there? Don't know. It's fine, though.
Home is where the spark is.
There is no way this shit is balanced, by the way. Like, look at my duration, my shields. Wait for it, wait for it. So basically, by the time my shield duration ends, I can use my ability again. Like, there's no... There's no way this shit is balanced. There is no way this shit is balanced.
Burn away the shadows. Double time. If you can smile, you can be the light. I'll protect you.
Ally slain. Shut down.
This shit is not balanced. This shit is not balanced. I'm using my W every single time. Look, watch. Duration of the shields. Boom. That's the duration of the shield. Ready for my W to come back up? Oh, there it is. My W's back up again. My W's back up after the duration finishes. I could just keep spamming this over and over again. I mean, my mana's not going to be good, but... Like, this shit is broken. Oh, no, that's not good. I can legit just keep spamming my shield over and over again. Honestly, tier might even not be that bad now. We're just spamming this over and over again. Like, look, 3, 2, 1, boom. The duration of my shield's still on. Wait, there's no fucking shot, right? Wait, look at my shield duration. Look at the cooldown. 3, 2, 1. What? My shield duration ends and then I can use the ability again. Like, what the fuck is this, man? Like, how is this balanced?
Everywhere I go, the light follows. Shine bright. Stay positive.
Oh, but this Zoe champ is still so cringe. I could have healed. This Zoe champ is still super fucking cringe. I don't know. This Zoe champ is still, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. This Zoe champ is just something else. I don't know.
Keep believing.
I don't know. This shit is not this champ is not fucking balanced. There is no way they buff this shield this much that I can use it. The duration is on and I can just use it again. Like when the duration's off again. Oh my god. Oh, look. Shield again. I just shielded about 4 times in one team fight. I hope you all know that. Look, 3, 2, 1. Use it again. I could just keep spamming this ability over and over again.
A beacon in battle.
This shit is not balanced.
We can do this. Banish the shadows.
Only problem is I'm probably going to run out of mana. At some point. I basically just become a shield bot now. I basically just became a shield bot. Ah, he moved. This fucker moved. He moved at the last second. It's fine. I wonder what's your shield per minute. I don't want to know. I really don't want to know. Like, my W has a... So what is it? A 4.2 second cooldown and my shield lasts for 3 seconds. So there is a 1 second difference. There is a 1 second difference between me using my shield and not. Wait, now the cooldown's going to be lower. So I'm going to get more ability haste from blue buff. Okay, we're at 3.9 second cooldown. Oh, wait, this doesn't look good.
And all things bright.
Oh, I tried to save him. I actually need to save him as well. Where is my team, man? Like, where is my team? Where is my team? Where is my team? I'm defending mid lane against 3 people. Where's the rest of my team? So you can play Ezreal again? I want to see the sound effects. Okay. I can play at some point.
light follows. The world has seen enough darkness.
Shut down.
Just keep shielding, 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 shielding. Just keep shielding, 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 shielding. Don't mind me just walking around the map shielding the whole time because this shit is fucking broken. There's no way this is balanced, by the way. Like, there's no way they looked at this and they balanced this. There's no fucking way. Oh, here comes Protect Enchant. Across the whole team. Comes some more shielding. Here comes some more shielding. Fuck. Close. Can they end? I think they can end. Yeah, Baron buff. They can end. Nice. GG. I want to know how much shielding I did this game. I actually want to know how much shielding I did this game. There is no way that this build and this much low cooldown on Lux's second ability is balanced. There is no fucking way. I don't believe it. I got MVP this game as well, even though I made a few mistakes. There is no way that this shit is balanced. What's my healing shielding? Where's my healing and shielding? That's damage taken. Where's my healing and shielding? I can't remember where you find healing and shielding. Oh, healing and shielding. I had 20,000 heals and shields. 20,000. How the fuck is that balanced? 20,000 shields in a 16-minute game. Huh? What? There's no shield per minute. I don't think there's any shield per minute. I think there's only overall shielding, which is this. That's the only one that has shield. I mean, CC duration is pretty good as well on Lux. Because Lux is actually pretty good. But 20,000 shielding? Oh. 1,100 shield done per minute. Holy moly. Holy moly. Holy. I mean, apparently it's only higher than 55% of players at the same rank. Apparently. I mean, I think that because this was only a 16-minute game. This was only a 16-minute game. If this game lasted longer, it would have been up in like 30, maybe 40,000. But this was only a 16-minute game. Still, for a 16-minute game, to have 1,100 shield per minute and 20,000 shielding is busted. Well, new broken support, I guess. GG's.